Hello guys and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon video with me Bubblebox, and this time in the second video in this very short series I'm going to be looking at the Blufor Navy and also at the Blufor anti-ship planes and the Blufor anti-ship choppers that are available in the upcoming open beta and main game when it comes out. Okay, so let's have a look at our first ship, an unusual looking craft. I mean, it looks good, it looks pretty awesome, but is it? I mean, it costs 100 to bring out. Its strength is only 40. It has sort of this Browning machine gun, and it does have this Blufor L60 with a reasonable fire rate for shooting down, but the range again isn't amazing. And then it's got this mortar, so I'm guessing this mortar is its main sort of weapon, if you like. So, but at 100 points, I mean, this mortar needs to be pretty awesome, I think, to stop you putting some other ship or some other type of aircraft in your deck instead of this. But again, I think we'll have to test it, give it a chance, and bring it out in a deck at some point when the game comes out, and have a look, see how this mortar works in the game. So yeah, so secondly we've got this, the Hatsuyuki. This is a nice ship. It's cost 200 to bring out. It's got a strength of 150, which is okay, but it has got 8 of these ship-to-ship missiles with maximum range that you can get in the game of 8,750 meters. And as well as those, it's also got these anti-air missiles, these RIM 7MC Sparrows. It's got 120 of those, and they've got a range of 4,900 against aircraft, which is really good, and 1,925 against helicopters, which isn't so good, but it's better than nothing. And they've got a good accuracy and decent stabilizer, so probably can fire on the move pretty accurately as well. So yeah, so just to remind you that all the ships have got 2222 armor and just vary in the strength in the strength department. So yeah, pretty good AA and anti-ship I would say for this. It does cost a fair bit, and the strength is 150, which is okay. Next, we've got the Congo, the biggest and most powerful ship in the Blufor Navy. 250 to bring out, and with a very big strength of 250, which is the biggest strength I think in the Blufor Navy. It's got again 8 ship-to-ship missiles at the maximum range of 8,750. It's got this great fantastic anti-air again, 90 of these SM2MR Block 3 missiles with a range of 5,250 against aircraft and 2,600 against planes, with a reload time of 2 seconds. So it looks pretty awesome, and it's also got a nice main gun here for shooting ground targets, helicopters and airplanes, as have all of the large ships in the fleet. So pretty damn decent ship if you ask me. You only get one of them and they cost 250. These are all CVs as well, of course, as explained in the last video, the Red 4 video. This is the Lafayette. Again, another ship with 8 Exocet ship-to-ship missiles. This time the range is slightly less at 7875, but the cost is a bit less at 140. The strength is less as well at 100. This ship looks pretty damn cool. I'm not sure what this brown thing is on the side of the ship. It's also got this Crotal CN2, which looks quite decent against planes and choppers, with very good accuracy and a very good stabilizer and an okay reload time. And then it's got the main gun with all the usual bits and pieces and armaments attached to that. Then we've got this, and I like this. This is the Oliver Hazard Perry. Now this is I think a really nice ship. Why? Well, it's got 4 missiles of 8,750 meters, the maximum range. A decent-ish kind of main gun at the front with slightly less range on the gun than the other ships, but it's still okay. That's not used that often. It's these things that are more important for this ship, the ship-to-ship missiles, and a nice anti-air capability of 4,200 meters, 36 of those missiles, and actually a 50 and a stabilizer of 50 as well. Strength is also pretty decent at 150. So I think we'll be seeing a few of them brought out in the Bluefor decks when the game gets going. Then we've got this Type 21 frigate. Now initially I like the look of this. I mean, it looks pretty cool, a bit old school, like a proper ship you'd think would look like a Second World War type of ship. The normal main gun, which does the normal things. It's got 4 ship-to-ship missiles, less than the others. 7875, and it's got this Seacat missiles, which are okay, 32 of those, which can shoot down helicopters and airplanes. So it's sort of, I don't know, sort of a ship to ship really. The anti-air capabilities aren't fantastic, so really it's a ship to ship. Not the best. I much prefer the Oliver Hazard Perry, as it's only 30 points more. This is 120 points. And they've both got the same strength, so yeah, you pays your money, you takes your choice. Now moving away from the command ships, we've got this Bakeku. This really AA and ground support really. I mean, it's got a main gun which is pretty sort of averagey when you're looking at the ships. It's got a strength of 80, which isn't fantastic, but it does only cost 50 points. And it's got 6 no, it hasn't, sorry, it hasn't got any ship-to-ship missiles. It's got this SM1 MR Block 5, which really is anti-air capability, 4,200 meters against aeroplanes, and 2,800 against choppers, with a reload time of 8 seconds. So this is where its strength lies, I suppose, and it's also got a Browning machine gun. So yeah, I'm not sure where that would fit in a deck really. It's coastal as well, so it can't go up the rivers or anything. So not totally sure about that one without playing it in game, seeing how it performs. And you've got the Chamsuri, another coastal ship with a strength of 40 and a points value of 65. This has got this Vulcan with a massive fire rate of 1,384 rounds per minute, and standard little gun on the front of the ship, and a Browning. Again, I suppose it'll have its uses depending on the map types, but sailing that thing out into open water, probably with a strength of 40 and not too many great armaments, you know, probably limited kind of uses really. Then we've got the Dong Hai, this sort of a destroyer type ship. This is quite a nice one. But again, not really good for ship to ship, but good for anti-air. It's got lots of anti-air capability with this dual Bluefor and this dual Emirlik, how you pronounce that. So really this is sort of a bit of ground support and anti-air support as well. Range is not too fantastic. So basically, like the previous two, AA ground support. Then we've got the Pegasus. Now this is an unusual looking ship, to say the least. This is sort of on a hydrofoil type system. It is the thing that takes this apart from the rest. It is the fastest ship in the game and significantly faster than any others. Although, do you call it a ship or do you call it a boat? I'm not sure. The strength is only 20. If it takes a hit, it's going to go down. It has got 8 ship-to-ship missiles. It's coastal. So it could be, and I say could because I don't know how it's going to work out in practice, it could be a fantastic ship attack craft because it's got the maximum range 8,750 and it's very fast. So if it's attacking any other ship that can't fire back at it with the maximum range, then hopefully it can get its missiles or a number of its missiles off and then scamper away for a reload to return and do it again. But we'll have to see on this one again. A lot of these Blufor ships really need some testing, I think, to see if they're going to be useful and efficient at all. Got the Pohang. This has got 4 ship-to-ship missiles, again maximum range 8750, and coastal, cost 95 to bring out. It's got a decent strength, I suppose, of 120. It's got some anti-aircraft and anti-chopper capabilities as well, especially this Daru-Cuse with a rate of fire of 1956 to shoot stuff out of the sky, and an averagey sort of main gun as well when you're comparing it to the bigger ships and the Redfor fleets. So really sort of mediocre sort of ship-to-ship attack craft with some anti-air capabilities as well. Could act as a sort of an anti-air screen. Then we've got this howitzer boat, basically floating artillery. So it's got this nice M49 with dispersion of 7,000-ish meters, decent range, and 200 rounds. So it's got quite an armor, quite a lot of logistical supply in there, so it can keep firing for quite a good amount of time. It is a riverine, so it could sit in a river somewhere, supporting infantry or supporting attacks or defending against attacks from the opposition, for example. Or it could be used to artillery the opposing fleet as well. It looks pretty flimsy. It's got a strength of only 10. I wouldn't like to be in there when it's full of high explosive rounds. Because if it takes one hit, it's going to go up like a firecracker, isn't it? Let's face it. Next, we've got this Riverine CB. Again, I'm not sure what uses of this will be. I mean, it's got these Hellfire missiles, which I suppose could help against any sort of tanks, sort of ground support against tanks. But there's lots of other weapons, I suppose, that could be used for that. It's 75 points for 8 Hellfire missiles. I suppose that's quite a good trade. Strength of only 10. I mean, if a ship sneaks up on it and fires a ship-to-ship missile at it, it's just going to go up, isn't it? But like I say, it is a riverine, so it can go up the river, get away from the larger ships, and maybe support infantry and maybe support ground troops. And that. It's got a Browning machine gun. It's got these what would you call this, frag rounds, so like a grenade sort of a grenade launcher. Again, could be used against towns and things and to support infantry pushes and stuff like that. And then we've got this boy, the LCU 1610. This is your supply craft, 15,000 litres, so basically a fob's worth of stuff floating around, can go up rivers as well. It's a riverine craft to help supply ground units. Yeah, 110 to bring out. Just probably going to be used for a multiple role. You can use it to supply ships, ground units, blah blah blah. Okay, so overall the Blufor Navy doesn't look as strong as the Redfor Navy overall, although the ships have a longer range, or more of the ships have a long range than the Redfor, but the Redfor seem to have more strength in depth with their ships. However, what the Blufor have that the Redfor don't have is a much larger array of aircraft and choppers. So I guess this is meant to be their strength in the marine deck. So we start off with this 7A6E Tram Intruder. It's got 4 ship-to-ship missiles with a good range of 5,250 meters, decent accuracy, stabilizers, etc. Ohm 750, not too fast. It has got some ECM capabilities, and it costs 120 points to bring in. Then we've got the good old Starfighter, which has now been equipped with ship-to-ship missiles. One of the old favourites in WAB, mainly because it turns around so really fast. It basically, you can shoot something, go and land, and basically take off and have another go. So its recovery time seemed to be really fast. And if that's the case in Red Dragon, we'll have to find out. Now this has got a gun as well, so for shooting down any helicopters and stuff like that. But its main armament are these 2 ship-to-ship missiles. Accuracy is okay. All these ship-to-ships are 20 AP power. Strength of 10. I think they're all the strength of 10. The planes. It's got no ECM. However, you do get 3 of them in a pack, I think, and you can get 3 sets. I mean, in theory, you could have 9 of these things flying towards the ship to try and take down one of the big ships. Again, that needs testing, see if that sort of tactic would work with no ECM, how many to get shot down, how many to get out, etc. Then we've got the F-16A Block 1-5. 2 ship-to-ship missiles with a slightly better accuracy than the 4, 50% accuracy, 50% stabilizer. It has also got some anti-air capability with these 2 AIM-9L missiles with a range of 3150 against aeroplanes and can also shoot down choppers, and the Vulcan minigun as well. 100 to bring in. Then we've got the FA-18E Super Hornet. These look pretty damned awesome, if you ask me. 4 ship-to-ship missiles with a range of 5,250, which is pretty damn good. Vulcan minigun, and it's got anti-air capability with 4 of these AIM-9M missiles. 140 to bring in, probably worth every penny. Then we've got the F-11G. Now, I'm not sure about this because, like the Hornet, it's got like 4 ship-to-ship missiles with 5,250 range, but it costs 140. It hasn't got any other weapons. So surely it's a no-brainer. You bring in the Hornet, don't you? Maybe that needs just a bit of balancing. It has got a good top speed of 1,000. ECM's only 10%. I don't know what it was on the Hornet. It was actually 30%. So the Hornet's a lot better than this F-11G. It seems to me on paper. So maybe that just needs a bit of a balancing tweak. I'm not sure. We'll see. Then we've got the Super Étendard SEM. Now this has only got 1 ship-to-ship missile. It only costs 80, but it's only got 1. With a range of 4,900. Okay, sort of accuracy stabilizers. It's got a reload time, but it's only got 1 missile anyway, so does it need a reload time? It's got a decent ECM. Not the best thing I've ever seen. Definitely swaying towards the Hornets. The Tornado GR-1B looks pretty tasty as well. Could compete with the Hornets for your pack space, for your deck space, I suppose. It's got 2 ship-to-ship missiles with a long range of 5,250, decent accuracy and stabilizers, fast firing, 2 AIM-9L anti-air missiles, only cost 120, and it's got this Mauser gun as well for shooting down choppers and stuff. So yeah, I mean the Tornado and the Hornet looking pretty decent on this deck. Now, as far as the choppers have got, they've got 4 choppers of Bluefor. This is probably the worst looking of the 4, but the most efficient of the 4. So it doesn't look very sexy. It looks like an old sort of dumper truck or something flying in the air, but it has got 2 ship-to-ship missiles with a range of 4,200. Okay, accuracy. Strength of 6. I think most of the choppers have got a strength of 6. It's a prototype. Yeah, so it's decent speed, and it costs 45 points. But if you look at, always when you look at the range of these, look at the range of the anti-air, and you'll find that these choppers can probably get most of their missiles off without even getting shot at by most of the ships. This one looks pretty sexy, I think, with its nose and its tail and its everything else, and its wings here, there's pods here. Basically, 4 ship-to-ship missiles, although in the picture it's got rocket pods. So I'm not sure if this is the correct model. Just notice that. But anyway, it's meant to have 4 ship-to-ship missiles. It only costs 30. Range is less than the previous chopper at 3,500. But good accuracy and good stabilizer. But yeah, you pay your money, you take your choice. Links, good old links. HA S.2. Links are everywhere in this game. And 4 ship-to-ship missiles, 3,850. You get all these choppers, you get like 6 of them or 4 of them, depending on if you want them hardened or trained. So you get a good number, and they don't cost too much. And you can attack high point targets with them. But it's going to take a bit of testing to see how good they are at doing that job. I imagine they're pretty damn good. And then lastly, but not least, we've got the good old Seahawk, the SH-60F Seahawk. This time it's got a couple of ship-to-ship missiles. It's not the best chopper by the looks of it, unlike in Wargame Airline Battle, which is I think one of the best choppers. But it's got 3,850 meters, decent accuracy and stabilizers, strength of 6, okay, but not one of the best choppers in the pack. So that's it for the Blufor Navy and aircraft, anti-ship aircraft and anti-ship choppers. So overall, I'd say Red 4 have got the best Navy, Blufor have got the best anti-Navy aircraft and choppers. So we'll see how that balances itself up in gameplay soon, I hope. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of the video, sort of whets your appetite a little bit for getting into the game when it comes out, for sure. And please do comment, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. So there might be some of the better units and some of the worst units, anything that needs tweaking, stuff like that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.